All right, let's give Lincoln Park a big round of applause.
Okay, well, hello everyone. Once again, we're Lincoln Park, and we're from, we're Fresh Knowledge. So our goal was that, with the Real Food Challenge, we wanted to, tell us to the whole community. So our vision statement is that the goal of Fresh Knowledge was to educate those in the community about cultivating a garden and being conscientious towards the aspects of healthy eating.
So first we reached out to our community with a survey, and we also reached out to our aldermen as well. We eventually decided that real food was a big problem in our community. We decided to take action in two ways, which was gardening to make sure that everyone had equal access to real food in the Lincoln Park community, as well as educating those in our curriculums, yeah.
So we like keeping things fresh here at Fresh Knowledge. So we took apart this gardening initiative. So basically we partnered with the Ecology Club at our school, as well as some community members, and we built 208 square feet of planters here. So this was probably one of the most important aspects of our project because it goes beyond Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park High School is a really diverse community. I myself have to commute an hour from a very far neighborhood. So we wanted students to take what they learned about healthy eating and take the fresh fruits and vegetables and real food that they gained here at Lincoln Park, and we wanted them to take it back to their own communities that may not have the same initiatives that we do. Now, real food means no chemicals. So basically, we employed natural means to keep pesky pests off our food. We used basil and thyme and rosemary as natural deterrents against mosquitoes and other maggots. And also, all our plants were always getting sunlight because they were in a no-shade zone. So
St. Baldrick's is a huge event at Lincoln Park. What we did was we decided to make plants, which these are biodegradable, by the way. They were made out of newspaper. So we asked our Lincoln Park community to come in and plant either arugula, basil, or radishes. This had a huge outturn, and we had over 40 people come in and plant whatever they chose. These are currently being held indoors, but later on, when the garden is built, we'll put them outside with everything else.
We also organized a cooking class in which 50 people came to. The purpose behind this was to teach students about healthy eating, as well as making better choices, and teaching them about how to cook omelets and how to make a salad. And this is one of the many pictures that we have here.
After the cooking class, we conducted a survey in which students were able to identify real food as a mostly important to very important problem in the Lincoln Park community. People were also willing to eat real food more after taking our cooking class. Lastly, the most important surveys showed that students were very interested in attending any more Fresh Knowledge events in the community.
So part of our community outreach has been our active Twitter page, as well as the website that we recently opened, freshknowledge.org. So why is this unique? Well, we created interactive activities that students could be engaged in rather than standing in front of a class of students and telling them to never eat healthy food or unhealthy food again. We also met a diverse student interest, which allowed different kids with different interests to come in and help with different activities and expanded our group more. So in the future, we plan to continue with our partnerships with our school's Eco Club as well as Common Threads. We also plan to continue the growth of our community planter with a mural.
So overall, the team's accomplishments of conducting a cooking class, participating in St. Baldrick's, in addition to initiating a garden at our local school, has really implemented the importance of healthy eating, and most of all, showcase the overall experience of creating and growing real food. So this wouldn't have been achieved without our combined effort and focus towards our challenge. Thank you, coaches, and this is Fresh Knowledge.
Let's give them a big round of applause.
You did great. Go into the microphone. Follow us at
3 minutes for Q&A starts now.
How do you plan on maintaining and sustaining your garden when like the weather's not super favorable for that?
So I can take that one. So we did partner with Eco Club at our school, and then for our St. Baldrick's initiative, everyone used paper plants, newspaper planters, and we currently house those indoors in under some grow lights in our chemistry lab. So we do have indoor places for the plants when the weather's not good.
What did you learn about the knowledge in your student body about industrial food versus real food, and how significant is the problem, you think?
Okay, so Jason mentioned that all LP students come from diverse neighborhoods from all over the cities, and although Lincoln Park is a very affluent neighborhood, we noticed that it attracts students from everywhere. So students come with different knowledge, and some students come from food deserts, so people were at a different level of the knowledge they know about real food and the accessibility of it. So having the cooking class showed them, here are cheap things you can find at Aldi's, the same things you can find at Whole Foods at a cheaper price, and you can still make real food with it.
We have 1 minute and 40 seconds, judges.
Jump
Any
in.
other questions?
So I noticed in the presentation you had a little Twitter exchange with your principal who didn't show up to your event. How have you challenged the administration in your school to support this project and make sure that the school keeps investing?
So I can take that one too. So we did get back at him, and he said he's going to go ahead and allot some funds to us so we can continue to sustain the program and get more diverse seeds in our garden to plant even greater selection of fruits and vegetables. So he did have to pay in the end.
Great job.
You guys had a wonderful mix of activities. Can you talk about how you selected the activities to support your program?
So Sam touched on our two objectives of spreading knowledge and spreading accessibility. So those were our two goals in mind when we thought about what can we do to help our community and help our school. So with that in our mind and with our challenge in our mind, we set that a cooking class, reaching out to our student body in an event that everyone attends would be the best ways, and creating a garden would be the best ways to complete our objectives and meet our challenge.
Another thing with the cooking class is that I know that a lot of students don't really know how to cook real food, and eventually they would have to go on their own and off to college, and so it would be really helpful to know how to make a simple omelet or something like that, and eventually they would probably end up doing some of their own cooking later in the future.
All right, perfect. Let's give them a big round of applause. Great job.